main thing, though, that I care about and I think is cool is Spotify. This is directly from artist.spotify.com. If you're an artist, highly recommend going over there and reading the articles. These are directly from Spotify. Spotify meets Shopify. Turn your artist profile into virtual merch table. Easily manage and sell your merch to fans via your artist profile. With 360 million global listeners, Spotify is the world's most popular audio streaming service, and that makes it the ultimate place for artists to build their fan base. But fandom is about more than just listening to music. For fans, it means interacting with their favorite artist, nerding out with fellow diehards, singing along to every lyric at shows, whether IRL or virtually. Let's say IRL. And, of course, showing off their dedication with merch. I completely agree. I'll buy merch for so many of my favorite artists. Obviously, I'm not wearing it because I just got my own fucking shit on right now. But yes, normally whenever if there's an artist I like, not even just music or anything, someone I support, I'll cop the merch, or not even like a T-shirt, but just anything really. Like, I don't know. Like, I got you can't really see, I have the eggs from Mr. How To Basic. That's technically merch, I think. I got some other stuff at my house. Rick and Morty stuff. Back to the article, though. So it is wonderful that they're finally adding this for artists, that fan that supports their lifeblood. That's why Spotify for Artists team is focused on developing new tools and resources to help artists turn listeners into fans, fans into super fans, and ultimately even more. I don't know if we really want more than that, though. Fandoms that's where it gets bad. Not just through music, but also through merch, ticketing, tipping, fan first emails, and even more. As part of that ongoing effort, we're happy to announce a new integration with Shopify, basically the largest fucking. Anytime you buy anything on anyone's website, it's usually with that Shopify thing. It always looks the same, giving artists even more opportunity to grow additional revenue through streams like merch. Selling merch isn't just about e-commerce, it's about connecting too. Shane Cody, drummer for indie brand and alternative band, recognizes it is an important part of the fan experience. Merch is a connection to the fans on a tangible level, he says. Our music is the emotional connection, so sharing both on Spotify is essential. And when Miles' new album, Good For You, drops November. Oh, yeah. Look at that ad. We're making the most released moment. Okay, whatever. Shopify, that was just a fucking... That whole paragraph is a fucking ad. Shopify makes it simple for artists and their teams to manage inventory and control which items are featured on their profiles. Hey, if you fucking work with Spotify, you fucking figure out some guy who works there, writes up these articles, I'm sure you can get your fucking name put in all this shit. For example, out-of-stock items get automatically removed from your profile. As soon as you're ready to drop new merch, you'll immediately be able to share it with fans and capitalize on your release moments so they can browse your merch while they stream your music. Listing your merch on Shopify with Spotify is easy. All you need to get started is admin access to your Spotify for Artists account and a Shopify store. Simply log into your Spotify for Artists dashboard on desktop. Go to the profile tab, click merch, then get started. From there, you'll be able to choose the 3 items from your store you want to feature on your artist profile. Keep in mind that you can only link to Shopify store per artist and vice versa. If you're not on Shopify yet, we've got you covered. Shopify is offering a 90-day free trial to all Spotify artists signing up for the first time. While any artist globally can link to their Shopify store, during this beta period, Shopify merch will only be available to listeners in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, the UK, and the US. We're excited to continue investing in new ways for artists to monetize their fan bases on Spotify. So get started today. Reach out to your fans. If you're interested in helping test our Spotify artist features, fill out this form and we'll contact you about joining our test groups. So if you are an artist and you want to join the test groups, there you go. If I was posting music, I would do that, but I'm not posting my music. I think it's cool. Any way that there can be some sort of any more interaction. The more interaction with fans, the better, especially if you can get them to buy your merch and shit. So, I mean, at a certain point, it's a good thing. I don't know if there's really anything negative that comes from this. I'm pretty sure it didn't say there was any fees involved. Obviously, there's the fee for Shopify, so you have to have a Shopify account, which involves a fee, so you have to do that. But other than that, if you already have a Shopify account, there's really no reason not to add it to your Spotify account, because why not? And now at least you have some sort of direct way of doing it. I don't know personally which way is probably the best, but I think it's just a cool thing that they added it. And when they added the tips thing, that was just a whole nother, that was wonderful on them. Apple is not doing that. Spotify is doing it. SoundCloud's not doing it. So I do, as much as I shit on Spotify, obviously I post there. It has probably the best interface for podcasting right now. I know Apple was first to it, but it's just not the same over there. On Spotify, you get to do a lot more with stuff, especially in the music side. It's also kind of funny, though, that why don't you just raise the streaming rates? Why can't you just make streaming more accessible to people financially? No, you gotta just add merch, because now that, so, I do kind of make a good, what are they doing? Why don't you just, raise the streaming rates, which is what we're about to get to next.